welcome to the social climate, ladies and gentlemen. Please subscribe, like.
We bout them good times when the skies is gray. Them sour lemons, we turn them to lemonade. Turn rain to sunshine, elevate to one mind. Demonstrate just one time. Come together and combine. The economics we showing. Industries we molding. In the streets we going. Turn the black coal into shimmery and golden. Self-esteem perfect. Give a child dreams, cause you definitely deserve it. I don't wanna lie no more. All I want's the truth for you. All I want's the truth for you. I don't wanna lie no more. All I want's the truth for you. All I want's the truth for you.
The Truth for Youth Foundation, an association created for the betterment of all youth, all cultures, ethnicities, and backgrounds, are fighters to equal the playing field for youth whose ancestral history and cultures have been left out, misunderstood, or misrepresented in the environment they are subject to learn and be evaluated in. We want to raise awareness and funds that can go toward programming and curriculum that boost individual growth, self-esteem, family structure, community development, and maintenance.
All right, welcome to the show. Okay, today, guys, the subject we're going to be covering is just the holidays. A lot of people are very familiar with Christmas. You know, not too familiar with Kwanza as well as Hanukkah. Now, both of those holidays, you know, very interesting to me because they seem very similar. You got the candles, the 7 candles. 3 on one side, 3 on another side, and they're connecting, and you have the middle rod and everything. And so we looked into that. I did a little research for you guys, and I'm here to help you guys understand what's going on with Kwanza and what's going on with Hanukkah. Are they the same holiday? Are they similar? Are they related? Or not? Maybe they're not. Maybe they got nothing to do with each other. So we're going to take a look here and see. Okay, this is my real squad, by the way. Those of you guys who seen me with the Cleveland Cavaliers hat, I was just on subject. We were talking about exploring and stuff. But I'm from the Berg right here. That's where I grew up. It's my squad. Make the best baseball hats in the country. You know what it is. That P. You know how it goes down. So we're gonna start with Kwanza. Fawn, say Kwanza.
Kwanza.
Okay. We did Kwanza a few times when I was young. We got introduced to it. You know. Very nice holiday, like it's 7 days, and it starts from the December 26th all the way up until January 1st. And so 7 days. And so every day actually has a theme to it. There's a theme for every day. So Kwanzaa was actually invented in 1966. Believe it or not, it's more recent of a holiday. So you had African Americans who weren't quite satisfied with the Christmas holiday and some of the intermixing with Santa Claus and the religious aspect of Christmas and stuff wasn't sitting well with a lot of people. You know, some people were in the comedic history and different things like that. They want to know about their origins, where they come from, and they wanted a holiday that more represented them and the characteristics that they want to personify and different stuff like that. And so this man named Ronald McKenneth Everett, he changed his name to Milano Karenga, Dr. Milano Karenga. That's a powerful name. The man changed his name, became Afrocentric, and they invented Kwanzaa, and they made it 7 days. And it seems like they patterned it after the Hanukkah, which is old ancient religion in the Bible. I'm sorry, old ancient holiday in the Bible, holy day. We'll get on Hanukkah in a second, but from what I remember, okay, we're looking at Kwanzaa. So the first day of Kwanzaa, which would be the 26th, that day was given a symbol in the name of Umoja, which means unity. So that day is all about unity, family unity, and just feeling like you're together and having love for each other, not individualism. It's about teamwork. So the second one, Kuji Chagulia, is day 2. Very difficult word to pronounce. Okay, but that's self-determination. That's power, right? That's your ability to overcome something. So on that day, you know, they would light the candle, second candle. They would talk about self-determination and maybe have something that symbolizes self-determination to put by the candle in remembrance of that. Okay, so day 3 is called Ujima. Everybody say Ujima, right? And day 3 is all about collective work and responsibility, community development. So you're going to be talking about working together and how the household interacts with the community and how we all collectively work together, each individual household, to make a community. It shows that the family is more than just a unit. You know, the family extends out into the extended family, which is the community that you live in, all right, and have to maintain and help for it to prosper. Okay, Ujama is number 4. Day 4 is called Ujama, and that's a cooperative economic group and group economics. Ooh, that sounds like wealth building to me, right? So great theme up to this point. Day 4 is like wealth building. So you talked about unity, talked about self-determination, then community development, and now cooperative economics, right? That's powerful. That's powerful right there. So if you can get some good themes or some good things to talk about, you can really have your family every year thinking on development and growth, right? And how to get in the marketplace and what parts of the marketplace, you know, that we can fit in with whatever we're doing as a family. So that's a wonderful right there. That number 4 is amazing. Okay, number 5 is called NIA. The school I worked at, it was interesting because they had a NIA center, and NIA means purpose, restoration, traditional tradition and greatness. So NIA is all about bringing you back to your original purpose, what you're supposed to be here for, you know, what your goal is and how to be grounded. And so that's NIA. That's day number 5. All right, day number 6 is called Kumba. All right, Kumba. Kumba means creativity, beauty, and maintenance. So we want to continue to maintain. That's like you get up in the morning and simple things like you're washing up, you're brushing your teeth, you're grooming yourself. So Kumba is all about your creativity and your uniqueness as a person, and how you take care of yourself, and how you can look at other people and respect the beauty that they have to offer and to bring to the table. You know, that's beautiful right there. Kumba. Number 7, my personal favorite, is Imani. You know, because I worked at a school named Imani Christian Academy. Shouts out to all my saints. And if you don't know, a saint is a soldier of the Lord. That's how we do it. Another name for a saint is Maccabee. So it's going to be real interesting how that's going to come back around. But Macabees, also name of a soldier of the Lord. The Macabees, you know, there's the books that were kept out of the Bible when they did the Council of Nicaea. The Maccabees was one of them, man. Heavy stuff. If you look into the Maccabees, it talks about how these people, where Jerusalem was, and the tribe of Judah, which is the southern tribe of Israelites, okay, they were on the continent of Africa. Technically, the Suez Canal is not real. It was a man-made canal. And so that land, where that land is, technically is still Africa. It's on the continent of Africa. And so those are African people. All right, so I just wanted to make you aware of that. So the Maccabees was a tribe of, from the tribe of Judah. Okay, these people were Semitic people, and they lived in the African region. So you know how the weather is in Africa. They had to be people with some type of hue to be able to endure without having skin cancer and such things like that. And so 1966 is when Kwanza was invented. So that's the history of Kwanza right there. And a lot of families have tried to participate in Kwanza when they feel like they have nothing really left and they don't fit in with some of the holidays that they are practicing now. So a lot of African Americans, or I mean, a lot of Africans, a lot of Pan-Africans, a lot of people all across the world feel like Kwanza is something that they have latched on to. And Swahili, especially the Swahili speakers, which Swahili is related to Kosa, in the Bantu languages, which I've come to understand is Paleo-Hebrew, ancient Hebrew. These African dialects are Hebrew languages, some of them. Some of these tribes are Hebrew tribes. Okay, thank you. So as we move on, now we're going to talk about Hanukkah. Okay, the history of Hanukkah. Hanukkah is a Hebrew religion, first off. Term Jew and Jewish came later. It's definitely a Hebrew Israelite religion, not necessarily practiced by everybody, but I wanted to give you guys a history so you understand where it comes from and who these people were. So, the Hebrew people have a long history of oppression. In the year 586 A.D., right, you had Nebuchadnezzar, who came in and defiled the temple that they had, okay, and took those people out and took them into captivity. Okay, well, about 539 BC still, they were released from captivity by Cyrus the Great. You guys ever heard of Cyrus? Cyrus the Great, right? Yeah, there's a movie 300. Okay, well, this guy was the guy that freed the Hebrews and left them to go back to their land to rebuild the temple. Okay, now the next time the temple was destroyed was by the Greeks. It was defiled by the Greeks in the year 163. Okay, and when the Greeks came in, they came in heavy, man. They came in with their philosophy, with their gods. You had Zeus, you had all these different gods that they were forcing upon these Hebrew people. And so these people were under captivity for a year. They fought in the end of the year, in the year 164 BC, Judah Maccabee, a warrior, okay, and his troops got together and fought against the Greeks and were able to defeat the Greeks and rebuild the temple again. So the 7 days of Hanukkah represent the days that these people were in this struggle and felt like there was no light at the end of the tunnel, where they were in darkness. A lot of them were hiding, and a lot of the people, the family and the women and children, were hiding during this wartime. And so candles were lit, but they ran out of wicks, ran out of things for the candle to keep light, and kerosene, those type things. But magically, mysteriously, however you want to put it, the story is that the candles stayed lit, supposedly, for all 7 days until it was all over, and the Maccabees, the saints, could rebuild the temple. Okay, Judah Maccabee is one of the warriors, the main warriors in the story. As I told you, the Maccabees, a saint is another name for Maccabee. So this was a great war and a great battle that went on in order to restore and rebuild the temple, because they were coming in with Greek gods, attempting to build Greek gods where their temple was. And so this was what the battle was about. So when they celebrate Hanukkah, they're celebrating the freedom from oppression. Very interesting, huh? Freedom of oppression of a people. So just be aware of that. That's what the real meaning of Hanukkah is. Hanukkah is actually history. Okay, Hanukkah is history, and it's a celebration of victory over the oppressors. And so Kwanza, at the time, which was the Greeks, I have no issue with the Greeks, but we're just recalling history here. So you had the Hebrews, and the Greeks came in trying to force Greek philosophy upon them. And they were able to free themselves, and that celebration of Hanukkah is in memory of that. Whereas Kwanza is more of an ideology that was created so that a certain group who participates in this can better themselves. Unity economically, financially, because in the 60s, you know, we were people that were really being oppressed, fighting for civil rights, and we felt we needed something to encourage our people to become more economically based and more business oriented and bring our families together because of the destruction that the slavery had caused. So Kwanzaa is not a bad holiday, and they both are at the same time, and candles are lit for each day. So now you know the difference between Hanukkah and Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa was more made up in the 1960s and then spread around the world. As ideology made the practice to better yourself and your family business-wise. So be aware of that, and now you know the difference between Hanukkah and Kwanzaa. Thank you very much for listening in. And if you didn't know that the saints and the Maccabees are the same, now you are aware. Look at the sign and the symbol on the saints' uniform. All right. Very, very powerful image right there. And So now you are aware. So if you claim to be Hebrew, or if you believe in that, okay, then you can refer to yourself as a saint or a Maccabee as well. All right, so now you are aware of what that means. Thank you very much.